This interview on 365 Sports is brought to you by QC Kinetics. I feel better than I have in a long time, years, because of their degenerative treatment. It's been amazing at QCkinetics.com and also with locations in Dallas and Houston.
365 Sports, the GOAT of Radio Row guests, Andrew Zimmern. And I will tell you this. So last year in New Orleans, you came and sat down with me. And we talked New Orleans cuisine.
Sure.
I threw out Toop's Meadery. I threw out all that. Then you told me of a place I didn't know, and I've been to New Orleans 100 times, and I've never been to R&O's in Metairie.
What'd you think? Because I remember telling you.
Yeah, I will tell you, possibly one of the greatest restaurants I've ever been to.
Full stop.
And I didn't know what to expect because it could have been a place like Toop's, which is kind of fancy. There's nothing fancy about it.
No.
It is a family restaurant.
Formica tables, metal chairs.
Yeah.
Sassy servers. If they don't like what you ordered, they may not give it to you.
Yeah.
And the menu has 700 items on it. How they do it, I don't know. And it is breathtakingly good.
Yeah. I just said, tell me the best things. And Garrett, my producer, and we threw down.
Yeah.
Down.
That's the place to do it.
And I was so tired when I got home, but I've never been more like, well, that was worth whatever I feel like tomorrow, whatever food coma I have to go into. It is totally worth it because it is one of the best restaurants in all the world.
Well, let me just set the scene for people. You roll up there and there's a giant sign for pizza, but they don't really serve pizza. That's a fundraising thing they do like at night in the back, right? So it totally throws you off. It's got the ancient sign. You walk in. The first sign that you know it's going to be good is everyone's having a good time. Everyone's laughing and smiling. Place is packed. The servers, the cooks, everyone's happy. But then you sit down, and I'm being really serious about this. There's a restaurant in Spain, and there's R&O's, and I want to take every chef in America that thinks they know how to fry seafood or that fried seafood needs to be oily, and I want to take them to those two restaurants and say, do what they do, right? They have a roast beef po' boy that, they slow roast the beef. They put it in the oven the night before. When they come in, it's perfectly medium rare-ish, maybe just past. Slice it thin, pile it high. They make gravy, homemade gravy from the drippings. And if you ask them, you order fried oysters, and they'll put them on the roast beef po' boy, and you basically have a carpetbagger steak on a bun that might be, it's top 10. I'll put it right up there, top 10 favorite bites in America. Their crab, their oysters, just everything. The classics, gumbos, jambalayas, etouffees. Of course they do that. But, in season, she crab soup, whatever it is, the fried fish of the day, it is breathtaking.
Yeah, it was such a good.
And by the way, not expensive, right? I mean, it's a cafeteria style. It's a joint.
Yeah, and we were two people. We ordered for probably 4 to 5 because we wanted to try everything.
You, me, and Orson Welles.
Yeah.
Did that. Orson Welles very famously said they asked him about his weight. And Orson Welles replied to the person. He says, my only problem with my weight is that when I go to a restaurant with a friend, we order for 6. When I go to a restaurant with 3 friends, we order for 8. And he just kept doing the math. That's the way it is.
I pitched in the major leagues for 24 years. And let me tell you, I can feel it in my joints. Shoulders, elbows, and knees. Trust me, pain doesn't retire when you do. I tried everything to get rid of the pain. Nothing worked until QC Kinetics.
Baseball legend Roger Clemens and other patients are getting lasting relief with QC Kinetics regenerative treatments. No surgery.
I trust QC Kinetics. You should too. Let's commit to getting rid of all the pain.
Schedule your free consultation today. QC Kinetics. Better starts here.
Yeah.
Hey, I got to tell you this. I know you've probably been going for a while. Your show is on I have YouTube TV, and a lot of times just continually with what you're doing with the pit and all that stuff.
Oh, Wild Game Kitchen?
I love it.
Thank you.
And I love the way you present it. I'm glad I got here just for that. That's all I want to. I love your show. That particular show.
It's insanely popular. And, I'd been asked for about 22 years by, Food Network and everyone else, would you do a dump and stir show? And I kept saying no, because they wanted me to do something very traditional, which is what every other Dump and Stir show is all about. And my, secret sauce, and I'm very public about it, is don't be the best, be the only. Right? I only do onlys, right? Where it's I'm the only one who could do that show, or I'm the only one doing it, right? And so Outdoor Channel called me up one day and said, well, actually, I was in an ice house on a lake in Minnesota where I live, and a guy introduced himself to me, said, I'm a producer with Outdoor Channel. Would you ever do a cooking show for Outdoor Channel? I know you like to hunt and fish. And I said, well, we're in an ice house. You're like, yeah. And I just looked at him, I said, yes. And he said, yes to what? I said, yes, I would do a show for you. I said, talk to my agent, but as long as I can cook over open fire and we can predicate it on wild game, but I want to make sure that if I'm grilling antelope, that I can tell people how to do it with pork chops or steak from the supermarket. If I'm doing a wild caught fish, that they can do it with something, frozen out of the case at the big box store. It is an incredible opportunity to get people cooking. And as a chef, cooking over live fire has all the variables, right? The wind, the weather, the heat. It's different every time you light that piece of wood. I love it personally, and the show has just become a monster hit on Tastemade, YouTube, A&E, everywhere it airs.
And the ambience and the natural sound of the cooking.
Thank you.
It's just I love it.
Yeah,
I will sit there and have that on
I'll
2 or 3 shows in a
to
row.
our sound editors because we love that. We pride ourselves on that, and our my production company makes the show, so we're really we're really sort of obsessive about that.
Yeah. So last year, and every year, you are here for Taste of the NFL.
That's right.
And it is a cause.
This is my 25th Super Bowl.
25th Super Bowl for Taste of the NFL. Taste of the NFL is a charity that is trying to end food insecurity.
Well, we don't call it food insecurity.
Okay.
We call it hunger, because food insecurity, and please, I mean no offense by I don't want to be parental. I just think food insecurity makes it sound like a problem we can solve. And the irony of this is that we can. We have the money, we have the food, we have the distribution systems. For 75 years, well, for 300 years, but for the last 75, we've lacked the political will to do it. The cost of feeding kids is about $18 billion a year. That would end childhood hunger in America. That's 0.0027% of our federal budget. It's a rounding error, right? And so the fact that we're keeping children hungry, to me, is genocidal. I know that's a strong word, but it really is. We have the ability to do it. The biggest problem, other than the moral issue and the fact that we're condemning anywhere between 14 and 20% of kids to disappointing outcomes because they're not getting food, some to death, some to illness. The larger issue for me, if you're against it, if somehow you're against feeding kids, is we're spending more. We're spending $1 trillion a year fighting the big four processed food related diseases. No one ever got juvenile diabetes from eating too much broccoli, right? So the problem really becomes, when are we just going to pony up and say we're done having hungry kids in America? We would save money. I mean, kids who aren't eating wind up in the emergency room. They have their lack of attendance at school, lower outcomes, more interactions with the criminal justice system. It is a nightmare. GENYOUth Now is an incredible organization. They host Taste of the NFL every year, a big event. 100 football players, 35 incredible chefs, 20 Hall of Famers, celebrities galore. It's at the Hibernia this year. We're going to be in LA next year. It's the most fun party at the Super Bowl. 35 amazing chefs. Everyone's eating and tasting and running around. We raise a lot of money to fight student hunger. GENYOUth goes into schools, puts in physical activity programs, and provides food systems that help give kids the healthy calories that they need, not just empty calories, healthy ones. So they are doing the Lord's work. Go to tasteofthenfl.com. If you're going to be in LA next year, put it on your docket to buy a ticket early. We do have some tickets left. If people are listening to this and they're coming to the Super Bowl in San Francisco, by all means, come on Saturday and help support GENYOUth's mission to end student hunger. It's my favorite event of the year. It's a great party.
It's
I'm
awesome.
making cipino.
Okay.
For 3,000 people.
It's very
I'm not sure how that's going to. Well, yeah. Here's the thing.
Very San Francisco dish.
I always try to do something that's reflective of being in the home city. Why I picked the toughest dish to cook for a crowd, I can't imagine.
What is okay? Last year you gave me RNOs,
Yep.
which again, if you need a kidney, like anything you need after RNOs. Although after you eat enough RNOs, I don't know if you want any organs, but it was so good. What is the San Francisco? What's the pull here?
Oh my gosh!
Because I'm very familiar with New Orleans. I'm from the South.
Yep. San Francisco can make an argument for being the best food city in America. It's definitely top 10. It's in my top 10. I just don't think it pulls the depth and breadth of a city like New York. And it's not their fault. It's a smaller city, but still very large. The seafood here is absolutely incredible. The Asian cuisines, plural, are absolutely incredible. There's a restaurant here in town called Mr. Jew's, JIU''S. The chef Brandon Jew is an incredible culinarian, and it's modern Chinese food. And I am just blown away by what he produces. His skill set is just insane. On the flip side of that, San Francisco has a lot of 100-year-old restaurants here, right, that have just been serving people forever and serving what San Franciscans love. When I'm in the mood for seafood, I go to Swan's Oyster Depot. Swan's Oyster Depot is probably the R&O's of San Francisco.
Okay.
Except the difference is people haven't heard of R&O's, so it was like a secret. Swan's Oyster Depot, amongst food cognoscenti, the insiders, everyone knows about it. But if you're here and you haven't been, you're going to wait online for an hour to get in. It is worth it. It is worth it. Go wait online and eat at Swan Oyster Depot or Mr. Juice.
There we go. See, that's
Thank you, man.
And again, I don't know. Like, I'm Catholic. I'll nominate you for sainthood, for RNOs, like whatever it takes. That was
By the way,
unbelievable.
the Pope is from Chicago and has he has a position on who has the best Chicago beef sandwich. So we're in an incredible spot in human history.
Yeah,
No,
who does
really,
have the best
we've never
one?
had a Pope who actually has a position on it. He asked me not to say anything, but he whispered in my ear, and I'll just tell you right now, it's not Al's.
I wouldn't have said
There
it
you
was
go.
Al's either. I wouldn't have said it was Al's either. Okay. Well,
Love the show.
That eliminates one.
Love your passion and also what you're trying to do for children. And, man, we appreciate it every year.
Oh, thank you. It's great to see you guys.
Paul's happy we got you on the show.
The
Thank you.
goat.
Don't worry.
Radio
We will
guest.
see you in L.A. next year.
Yes, sir. We will
Absolutely.
be there. This is you're 25, 17, I think, 15, 17,
16,
32.
The best.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Appreciate your
best.
time.
Thank you.
Andrew Zimmern with us on 365 Sports.
When you play hard, sometimes you fall hard. Sports injuries require special treatment. At Southwest Sports Medicine and Orthopedics, our team of expert doctors provides athletes and active adults with comprehensive sports medicine care, diagnostics. Whether you're in high school, college, or beyond, we'll help you get back on the field. Call on the team physicians for Baylor Athletics. Call Southwest Sports Medicine and Orthopedics.